You ninjutsu number 1 and 2.
Okay, it's starting again. Enable my webcam again.
All right, I have.
Oh my god, it did start a new thing. God damn it, I hate everything. I hate everything. I hate everything.
Chat is disabled for this live stream?
No, well, yeah, because it's an old one. Now we started up a new stream again. It's showing up. It is showing up on the thing. I can see it. Hi everyone. We're back again. I'm so sorry. I hate YouTube so much. 1 second, guys. Here's the link to the new stream.
I've got a brand new combat harvester. I'll
give you the key. Da 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 da.
When I said in that cameo that hasn't surfaced yet that we don't have a budget for a combine harvester segment, this is not what I had in mind.
Okay. Let's see if it becomes choppy again. Can you list off that super chat that we missed, the $20 one?
Oh yeah. Are we sure we're up? I mean, I'm not seeing a thing.
That's because it's a new URL.
It's a new URL.
I'm at the new URL.
I'm on it. I have it. There's super chats pouring in right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I see that.
Pete Gilvids, you need to hug Bulbasaur. Maybe. Daniel Brandt grabs microphone. Testing.
Lewis needs 2 kittens stat.
All right, I'll just read this off. Mario, what are some movies based on historical events you guys want made? I have 2. The Polish Thermopylae, I'm not sure. Also known as the Battle of Windsor 1939, and the Oswanic Fortress WW1, where 100 chlorine gas Russians beat 7,000 Germans. Oh, okay.
Oh, I gotta change the chat part of the stream too. 1 second. Thank you for reminding me of that, chat. Because again, YouTube is awful and I hate it.
Patrick Caulfield, am I a bad person for finding this whole situation extremely funny?
You can find it funny. You're not the one who has to do this. Did you get the $20 one? Is that the historical figure one?
You can.
I wouldn't mind seeing. There's a bunch of Chinese pirates, especially like that pirate queen lady that comes to mind, that we should really have a movie based off of if we don't already. Sebastian Iman, Combine Harvester. Why isn't there more? Why isn't there more? One RHPS fan, James A. Miles here. Now let the doom begin. Oh, trust me, it is well underway.
How to get burnt.
Okay, I'm gonna play some more. What might happen? What another option we can try if this still is choppy? Maybe it doesn't like that I'm sharing the screen with you guys too.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm just gonna move from side to side.
It's
How does
fine
this
on
look
my
on the stream?
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up, but it looks fine on my end.
All right, stop sharing it on Skype.
It's still choppy?
Yeah.
7 was suggest a group hug, but 2020 is 2020. Yeah, 2020 is very 2020, and I can attest. If you've seen my channel update, you know.
How about now?
Give it a minute. We gotta wait for it to catch up. Oh, much better.
Much better. Yeah. Okay.
It's not choppy. Zach Fed 92 First Japan saying now the new stream. SKHS Video Productions, and I lost it 1 sec. SKHS. So Zen had said that this all started with Pizza Rug Monsters. So I have to ask, did the pizza from Turbo go after you for revenge?
No, not that one.
The evil pizzas are no match for a simple stoplight.
Okay, I'm sorry. I never watched Turbo. Someone please explain that to me.
Okay,
it doesn't make sense.
They're fighting. Their vehicles get taken over by a monster who uses evil pizzas that like attach to their wheels and like take control of them. But Blue Centurion uses a special stoplight thing to make them all stop. Red light now. The cars stop and the pizzas fall off. The evil pizzas were no match for a simple stoplight, according to Blue Centurion. Now, bear in mind, Turbo Car Ranger, the show that Turbo is based on, was indeed a farcical comedy.
I believe it.
Turbo did not.
now
It was
you could
not
almost-
supposed to be one, though.
You could
And now I'm
almost,
sitting here
lay claim.
over-
Yeah, you can almost lay claim now that with that kind of quality, you can almost lay claim. Hey, it's a PSA. Mark Burgle.
Go on, start reading stuff.
Mark Burgle Lewis, as someone who's had a slew of technical difficulties with streaming, I sympathize with your pain. Now go kill more demons. It'll make you feel better.
Oh, trust me, it is. I am already feeling better from shooting things in Doom.
Sebastian Ema and group hug, everyone. We all need a group hug. Come on.
Hug
go
while
Vince.
you're waiting.
To go, Vince, going back through Archer before season 11, Danger Island is severely underrated.
Danger Island is just okay. I think that the Dreamland is a much better season. I feel like whatchamacallit, Archer 1999 was better than it. It was not terrible, but it wasn't anything special to me. Like it had its moments, but the season after it and the season before it were a lot better, in my opinion.
It was starting to get choppy there for a minute, but now it's smoothed out. Mike,
In and out.
yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here.
It was working just fine.
what I
before.
will say
It's
is
because they
after
change
watching
everything. Fix it until it breaks.
After watching Kamen Rider Double, the evil pizzas and the stoplight makes even less sense considering there's a trial, the trial Kamen Rider with Kamen Rider Excel, who uses a stoplight to turn to henshin into the Kamen Rider. I'm just like, it makes no goddamn sense.
Mike Manhattan, have you read any modern Image comics? I'd recommend Invincible and anything by Rick Remender, Black Science, LOW. Also, any chance of Superman 64 playthrough? Oh, God.
Nope. I mean, at least Doom is a good game.
Captain Adventure 93, do you need a chicken tender to make you happy? No, he'll need a whole freaking plate, I think.
I mean, I think we
We
can't
need
stop
tons
at just
of chicken
one.
tenders.
Yeah, I mean, they're like Pringles. Once you pop, you just don't stop.
Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
A Dracona, standard practice. If it ain't broken, break it.
Break it until it's fixed. YouTube.
No, fix it until it's broke. That's what it is.
YouTube. I've used YouTube for so long, and it's 3 steps backward, 1 step slightly forward.
There's a channel out there. I forget which. I think it's Tronics Fix. Their slogan is, "If it ain't broke, I'll fix it till it is." I actually have a shirt. Once I saw he had a shirt that has that slogan, I bought that instantly.
Daniel Brandt helped 2 friends and their mom move everything into a new house yesterday, and now everything hurts. And
I sympathize.
Zach yeah, I know how that feels. Zach Fett 92. Ever read Girl Genius?
I've never read Girl Genius. I am aware of it, though. Whoop, gotta get away from him. And
Ever-
also, they were asking about Modern Image earlier. No, I've never read Invincible, but I know of how good it's supposed to be.
Everyone needs a good big old glass of Coca-Cola.
7 Seraphim 7. Break and update. Break, update, and break until it's dead. Yeah.
I mean, what are we, Bethesda?
I'm starting to wonder if YouTube got bought out and we just weren't aware of it. Jeremy Atler, quick in-universe question. Do the cats bother Eliza, or do they leave her alone? I just picture cats being cats and trying to play with everything.
Oh, they'll play with her, but she tends to, like, discourage them from being a little more aggressive with their claws.
Lockdown disengaged.
I am so sorry about all the technical difficulties with this.
SKHS Video Productions. YouTube Live has been bad since the studio switchover. Yeah.
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 Which is funny considering how much they want to compete with Twitch over live stuff. There was
Which they
nothing
can't.
wrong with what was happening before. There was nothing wrong. They did not need to do anything. It's like freaking corporate mandates. You gotta make people look busy. So just do improvements. Why don't they just like make like a fake one for anyone who's requesting new things, and then like show that off to them, and then like revert it back as soon as they turn their backs.
I got a story about that.
My own. I have a story too. Go ahead.
I wanted to read off some super chats. There was a few pouring in. Tinkerer says, I still miss annotations. Omega Hero says, try the Far Cry games. They're really fun. ZachVet92, which was the better comic adaptation, The Hobbit or The Last Unicorn?
I haven't read The Last Unicorn one, so I would not know, but The Hobbit one is pretty damn good. What do I select? Let's do Precision Bolt on the on the Gauss cannon. We don't need it. We've got all the upgrades we need, but might as well just use things that might be useful down the road.
Sebastian Ivan, hey Lewis, with Halloween coming up, what are your thoughts on the new Creepshow compared to the film?
The Creepshow TV series is actually surprisingly good. You could definitely throw together a few of its segments and create another decent Creepshow movie out of it. That being said, there are still some episodes that are just... Like, for example, this one bugs me a lot. The Finger, which is the episode about a guy who finds a weird demonic finger, puts it in his freezer or something, and it grows into a little imp-like familiar for him. I could have sworn that I have seen this story done before. I know someone else has done this story before. Like, it's based off of a short story or something else, because I've seen it in a comic or a TV show before, but for the life of me, I cannot track down where the hell it is originally from. The first episode of the Creepshow series is the best one, obviously. It's the one with Tobin Bell. It's a story actually written by Stephen King. It's got Adrienne Barbeau in there, too. The second episode, it's two segments for each episode of Creepshow. The second one, The Dollhouse, doesn't feel like a Creepshow story, but it's really, really good. It's honestly a really, really good story, and it's got this kind of childhood's end kind of feel to it. Loss of innocence as a girl must contend. Like she has this dollhouse. I'm sorry I'm interrupting the horror thing, but I love talking about this. She has this dollhouse, and she's like playing with it, but then a weird zombie head, a toy zombie head appears in it, and and when she's not looking, like things seem like the people inside the dollhouse are being menaced by it, and it's actually really creepy because we basically are there with her, watching the events unfold and hoping for the best for these dolls and everything. It's not a Creepshow story. It does not fit in with the mold of any other Creepshow thing, but it's really, really good. And I quite like it.
Patrick Caulfield was watching the Hobbit reviews, and I'm curious if there are comic adaptations of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. If so, are there any plans for it? Also, for New Year's, how about everyone's favorite Patreon reviews?
Which ones? There's a few people's favorite Patreon reviews. But as for Lord of the Rings, I don't think there is one. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure there are not comic adaptations of Lord of the Rings. If there were, I should definitely cover them.
See, Clover Golden Green. Glad to see you're alright, Lewis. I was almost worried the storm had wrecked highway Monday had hit Minnesota too and took your electricity. Oh, it did. It did for 11 hours. That was a pain. Like I said right when the alternate version of our stream started here, we are gonna have to. Yeah, we're not gonna have the new episode on Monday, unfortunately. I don't know when we're gonna have it, but we will have it sometime this week. And Gilvids, ever read the Ang Lee Hulk comic adaptation? It's actually pretty good, or rather less stupid and lame than the movie. Got a copy if you want scans. I will need to get a copy of it myself, but I have never read it, and I would be interested in covering it, because the Ang Lee Hulk movie, in my opinion, is not very good.
It's very boring. So story time. We're talking about things that, updated that didn't need to be fixed. The entire system was switched over to Windows 10 at my work, and they switched the system for the scanner guns as well. So now everything's twice as slow, and we have to be there till 2 a.m. every day. Don't fix something that's not broken. Jacob Lerma, I saw Rock Dog. For me, it's like they made a movie of the first draft of the script.
And yeah, we apologize for the choppiness of the stream, folks. It happens during combat. We'll have to look into this during the week. ZachFet92, people who did the Hobbit comic also did a comic called The Wizard's Tale, which was very good. Anyways, the story I had.
Demonic presence at unsafe limit. Lockdown.
Wow, okay, actually, you're not in combat, and it's still choppy as hell.
No, there's nothing I can do about it at this point. We've done everything we possibly can. I'm very sorry about it. We've been trying, people. We don't know what's causing this, other than YouTube hates us right now.
It was working fine last week. That's all I know.
Last week.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, the story I had. Once upon a time, there was this game developer. I don't know which one. I don't know if they're famous or not. But basically, they were creating a World War II flight sim, combat flight sim, I should say. And it sucked. Like, every aspect was broken, and they were very close to delivery, and it royally sucked. And you know, you had comically, you know, the planes wouldn't, the bad guys would shoot each other. The good guys would basically just nosedive straight for the ground. You know, it was awful. But anyways, one executive comes in and says, you know, because they have this big meeting coming up, and basically if they go into this meeting with a broken game, the execs are going to shut them down. And one exec is like, I got an idea. So he talks to the developers and says, hey, can you implement me a new feature in this game? And they're like, are you kidding me? A new feature right now when all the other features we have are broke? And they say, yeah, a new feature. What I want you to do is, I want a cool cam where you push this button and it automatically goes to the coolest thing that's going on. And the developers are like, you're an idiot, but okay, sure, why not? You pay our checks. Alex Crumweed, have some money, Linkara. I loved you since I heard you on the Team 4-Star and Friends against play Cards Against Grimmanity videos.
Thank you.
Pokeplayer Zenith, do you think Jesus can fix this?
No comment. No comment.
Cyril Moore, what's your favorite scene from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie?
The original one or the first one? Or the 2017 one? Because first one is probably I'm a Frog. 2017 one, probably when they first go out in the Zords.
My favorite one is when they kick the guy in the nuts.
Yeah.
So anyways,
juvenile.
This developer, you know, the team, they put in this new feature, and they go into the meeting with a broken game, but the cool cam works. So they're like, okay, so what have you what are your you know, what have you done with this? And the exec, oh, I don't know, but check this out, cool cam. And the execs, ooh, that's cool. Okay, but yeah, seriously, what about this? This cool cam. Hey, that's awesome. Basically, that's all this guy did. Every question, check out what the cool cam's doing. And they left the meeting without canceling them. And they kept doing it.
And it worked?
It worked! They eventually released that game, and it was one of the more highly acclaimed World War II flight sim combat games in a while.
They at least had the time to fix it.
It bought them enough time to fix the problems.
Cool cam.
Cool cam.
Yep. Cool spelled with a K, by the way.
Cool.
Cool cat saves the kids.
Because poor literacy is cool. Alan Crumweed, what are your favorite Ranger teams from each era? Saban, Disney, and Neo Saban.
RPM Rangers, In Space Rangers, Time Force Rangers are pretty good. Original Mighty Morphin, because I'm, nostalgia.
I haven't seen them all, but I love Wild Force. Wild Force and Time Force were my top.
Light Speed. I'm sorry. I'm Light Speed is first. That's the first one I watched beginning to end. So.
Light Speed was boring to me as a kid.
Whoever said I watched it as a kid. And unfortunately for people in the chat, I don't remember what the name of the game is. You could probably look it up though. ZachFet92, any comics on your worst reviews list that have been knocked from their place?
I mean, I'd have to look it up again, what I put on the list again. But, nothing has, like, been made better, I should note. They're all still terrible.
NanuCon, if you had a crossover with AVGN, would you have a battle as giants or regular size? Because both have their merits, given all the powers AVGN has.
I think I would probably want to like temper I'd probably make it into a big joke and try to make it actually less epic, like make it look like we're like anime speed lines going getting ready to like epically charge each other. Then we just devolve into a slap fight. Because everyone's seen you know, both of us doing epic things. I think it'd be funnier and more entertaining if it's just like we're just two dorks trying to fight each other.
Anime speed lines, only then pull the camera back to reveal those speed lines are on a TV and just sort of walk over to each other.
Yeah.
And end up in a thumb war.
That would be great.
Sir Straw Hat, I can think of a game that's even worse with all the delays the developer keeps taking and the lack of features. Yander Simulator.
Yandere?
Yonderlei, yeah.
Yonderlei.
I haven't heard of too much about that, but I'm kind of done with all these sims. Like after Goat Simulator, I was done.
I've heard of it. You should look up like the Renegade for Life on it. Because it's a hilarious game, but apparently like the developer might be kind of a piece of crap. I haven't followed the drama there.
Oh boy, I'm done with drama. See my channel update for more info. Everyone turned out to be bad. Everything's bad. 2020.
You just summed up 2020, I think.
Everything is horrible.
Fun is dead. Dinosaur Rex is a horrible comic.
That was the best intro ever, by the way.
Captain Avenger 1993, thoughts on Batman Year One, the comic. It's been a while since I read Year One. I remember liking it overall, but still feeling like it felt like when I knew I had read it again after All-Star Batman and Robin. And I think at that point it felt like, man, he really actually is kind of consistent. He's still writing like this, even though this does not feel like the same character. Even though it should be. It feels like the same character as Aspar, but like slightly better.
Mark Fergal sums it up. Who are you? I'm the worst month of 2020. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah.
Give me your face!
August 20, the month of zombie cicadas.
You know, there's back in 2016, at the end of the year, some comedy group put together a trailer as if 2016 was a horror movie. I want to see the sequel that is 2020.
2016 is a freaking comedy compared to 2020.
Exactly. The sequel's even worse.
This is probably one of the worst year we've had. I'm gonna call it right now. Damn it, Barry! It's got to be Barry.
Guys, just so you're aware, we are aware of the choppiness. We're gonna end up fixing that in a later stream. For now, just enjoy us ranting.
I am very sorry about the choppiness. I honestly do not freaking know what it's causing. Is it at least better during the non-fight scenes?
Yeah.
It switches. Sometimes during the fights it's perfect, and sometimes it's not.
Daniel Brandt, 2014, everything is awesome. 2020, I'm sorry, I gotta modify yours because there is a song for it. Everything's not awesome. Let's see, Treva, I'll have to look for yours. Sebastian Iman Lewis recently watched Batman Mask of the Phantasm again. Do you think in the future they should try and bring back Andrea Beaumont?
Wouldn't be a bad idea. I feel like they did bring her into the comics at one point, and then they never did anything with her.
I think the problem is, like, her story has been told. The movie was a very good bookend, and while she can still be around, the whole point was the one person that Batman actually had a relationship with, and the problem is he can't separate Batman from Bruce Wayne, and it worked because of that. I don't think adding her again would do anything new.
You know what? I agree with that. Story's done with. There's no reason to bring her back for anything else.
Yeah.
Sir Straw Hat, thoughts on DC possibly being affected by all the layoffs from Warner Media?
Hard to say. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure how, what's going to happen in the future. I'm just checking out the stream right now to see how it looks.
Right now it's choppy.
Yeah, because it's during the fight scenes itself when it becomes choppy again. So I just wanted to get a good look for myself what was going on there, just to have a better idea. I'm going to turn down the graphic settings again. Maybe that will help.
SKH Video Productions, at least 2016 had the summer of Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Player self-shadow, self-shadow. Decal quality will keep as medium. Decal filtering I already brought down. I'm just so mad that we were doing fine before, but like it just decided that all of a sudden YouTube just decided to screw with us.
Well, this isn't the first time it's happened, unfortunately.
What was that?
Trevia's.
It's not the first time that's happened, unfortunately.
That it's become choppy like that?
No, that YouTube's decided to screw with us.
Fuck with us.
Nah.
See, Trivia, how do you feel about DC Comics canceling Teen Titans?
I didn't even know it was canceled. I'm not. I'm just so far behind on everything right now.
7 Seraphim 7. Is Roland Emmerich making a sequel to 2012 or something? That was an awful movie.
Yeah.
By the way, I happily watched that movie on January 1st, 2013.
By the way, I was forced to watch 2012 in a class on the disaster movie, and this, along with Cloverfield, were praised by the instructor. And for that, I have every reason of disdain, and this is why I reviewed Cloverfield, because fuck that movie.
Why were they praising them about exactly?
It's a good example of how it's done, and they said I was wrong about what camp was. I'm like,
what did they say camp was?
I don't know. It was so weird because like I'm just like, this is high concept. They're like, no. It was the worst class.
Fan. If you don't mind my asking, what was the moment they finally caused you to leave CA?
Give me a second here to think of some things here. Increases the spin-up speed of the Gatling rotator. We're gonna want that. Okay, so specifically, I was, as things were getting worse and worse, I was thinking to myself, 10th anniversary. This is probably a good time to leave. So many other people have left. And I'm not really getting any benefit from staying around anymore. And the simple fact is like they're not going to get better, and I can leave on good terms. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Then the thread started up, and Kaylin in particular mentioned that she had lost a bit of respect for me because I was sticking around, and I like thought more about that. And one of my big complaints. I told the story before, I think, in the original Change the Channel doc, that I told Mashad that after the first mass exodus, including Lupa and Phalis and Lindsay and everybody else at the same time, that I had lost a bit of respect for them over the whole incident, and his reaction was just a shrug and like, okay, like my respect for them as people, as friends, or anything like that did not matter to them at all. And I realized that I cared more about the respect of other people, like Kaylin. I wanted their respect because they were my friends and I care about them than I did for them, and they were going to be assholes to me about it. So, yeah, it was Kaylin and basically saying that she was losing respect for me for still being with them that finally got me to realize, why am I sticking up for these people who don't care, about my respect for them? So yeah. That I think was the final inciting incident that got me realize, no, I gotta leave. This is bad. I should not be here.
When we all started doing that long Twitter thread, and that was when I started like pushing away as well. Like that was just learning. Like, I do some of the stuff because we talk, but some of the stuff that turned up, I'm just like, I can't anymore.
See, faster recovering time. Lock can be used again. Do that. And we got.
All right. Serenity M16. Here we are in the future, and it's wrong.
Reduce the
Patrick
time
Caulfield
between shots. There we go.
Jacob, I'm gonna give you a warning. Can you please stop bringing up the same subject?
What are they bringing up?
Politics.
Yeah, no. We're trying to make things happy around here. We've already had a rough time as it is trying to be happy with today's stream.
Yep.
Patrick Caulfield, the year 2020 is given the year 1346, the Black Plague, a run for its money. Didn't that run for a lot longer than just a year, though? Maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Not helping.
I ain't gonna say a damn thing now that I think about it. It's like, I think I might have just jinxed something. Oops.
Yeah, we don't do that.
And Jacob, I'm gonna adhere to that warning, so I'm not gonna read that super chat you put through there. Movie Monster 457. What's your favorite season of Red vs. Blue and why?
I'm trying to remember.
I think season 3, but I stopped watching a while back.
I lost track of the
while.
Go ahead.
Basically, before it started changing over, back when they started dimension hopping. That's when I stopped watching.
There was, the thing is, I don't recall the exact season number, but I think it was the first one that Monty Ohm started doing a lot more stuff with, in particular when they fought Washington, and we got that awesome fight scene that was animated, with Sarge actually being badass and getting his shotgun back from him, and ramming the car into Wash. It was beautiful. Just I go back to that sometimes, and Church's... angry, Church has lost his memory. He's just a floating ball right now, and he sees Washington. He instantly recognizes him and fires his laser. It's beautiful. I loved it. I loved that season.
I haven't seen anything beyond season 5, but I still say season 3 is my favorite.
Yeah.
Anyways, by the way, I know there's a lot of super chats. I am we're a little far behind on them, so that's why it's taken me a bit to get to your super chat. So if you put one in, I'm still watching for them.
Doesn't help that I'm a windbag who's telling a lot of things.
It's your show. You're allowed to do whatever you want, sir.
Yeah, but I also need to answer the super chats.
NanoCon, James Rolfe revealed in his Board James story post series video that AVGN is dead. What kind of story do you think could make for a crossover using that?
Well, I'm not aware of. I would actually need to watch the context of what he was talking about there, because I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that happening. Yeah, AVGN's not dead.
He's most certainly not dead, so I'm not sure what the hell the deal is with that.
I thought Board James was dead, though.
Yeah, Board James is either dead or in jail or something.
I haven't seen any AVGN aside from the first 2 episodes.
I'm pretty sure Board James is dead. When they got revenge on him, I'm not sure. Don't take what I'm saying as gospel, of course. Captain Adventure 93. Oh God. Can we limit this one?
What are they asking?
Captain Adventure 93. Thoughts on all of the Roland Emmerich films?
They're all bad, just different degrees of bad.
They're all bad.
I like Independence Day. I like White House Down. And I like Stargate.
I like Independence Day, but it's not a good movie. Oh, hey!
Guilty pleasure. They're guilty pleasure films, but even still, 2012 has nothing to latch onto. And the fact that it was taught in class, I'm just no.
How does this? I don't know how to play this, but I want to right now.
Whoa! What the hell? Okay. Let's see. Mike VLTG3. Did the same instructor also think Disaster Movie was worth an Oscar nomination? They do. They deserve to have the name instructor revoked.
The instructor had some good films. They taught the Poseidon Adventure, and I'm okay, that makes sense. But the thing is,
Which one?
Don't know. I think
original?
It was before the remake. I think it was the original. It was about the
did
water
the ship,
effects.
Did the ship have 3 funnels?
Yes.
Okay, the original.
But this teacher was young and apparently had the impression that some of these films were better than they were. In 2012, I'm just like,
okay, it's
I don't
Bejeweled.
care.
I was trying to figure out what the hell this. I'm trying to figure out how this worked.
Yeah. 2012, I didn't care about the characters. It was more like just a big thing. And then Cloverfield is a monster movie that doesn't have enough monster action, so it was weird.
Creative Show 25. Someone, anyone, find the Infinity Stones, conceive a gauntlet to house them, snap those lovely digits, go back in time to undo the insanity that is 2020.
By the way, this is what the stream is all about now.
Hey, you know what? It's not choppy. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Virtual challenge in 5 minutes from Vega.
Oh, jeez.
Zach Fett 92. It's funny. I used to read the Archie Sonic comics. I would take note of how DC and Marvel were constantly rebooting and think, well, glad I don't have to worry about that. How little I realize. Creative Chef 25. GSR and all the Black Plague lasted for 3 years and killing anywhere from 22 to 50 million. What's happening now is nothing compared to that. I believe we are not even close to topping the Spanish flu of 1918 either.
I'm sure that's a great comfort to the people who are dead.
I didn't mean it as a
I know.
comfort.
I don't mean that to you. I mean in general. You know, comparing numbers
We
like
should have
this.
handled it better.
Yeah, it doesn't. You know, it's not a competition. People are dead because of the screw ups of this government's handling of it.
Neo232100 Lewis, out of curiosity, is there a review you'd want to revisit, either because of new information or just wanting to give a comic another look?
There's quite a few. Bimbos in Time is the one I always like to talk about, if only because I'm doing another round. Oh, good! It started us off. I always love that when that happens. I always want to revisit Bimbos in Time because I feel like my delivery could be a lot better because I was sick at the time when I recorded it. Well, I could hear the original. I've turned the volume down, of course. I could hear the original Doom music in this. This is great. Why is there not enough? This is our official Doom Bejeweled. Why do we not have more of this?
Oh, I got it. I got the name of the stream. The Cool Cam shows Doom. Be Doomed.
Bedoomed.
The Cool Cam. You got to work the Cool Cam in there somehow. Okay, well, I already did that one. Lakiwas, that ninja manual was garbage. Didn't teach anything about summoning giant toads or having eyeball powers.
I know, right?
Naruto lied to me.
Kevin Plancinus, I don't know. I think that Monty got involved in season 8 of Red vs. Blue. Anyway, are there any good robot/mecha comics excluding manga and anime?
In the way your Machine Man is the one that always comes to mind. Read anything featuring Machine Man is probably a good call. That tends to explore a lot of AI and robot and stuff like that based stuff.
See here, Sir Straw Hat. That ninja manual was a waste of time. It didn't say anything about how to abduct professional wrestlers.
That was a whole storyline on WWE apparently. He was abducted by ninjas!
Cyril Moore, Power Rangers or Voltron, who wins and why?
Power Rangers, obviously, because they have a much larger arsenal of weapons. Not that they would actually do so, because they're both good guys and they would team up.
Creative Chef 25, I meant the Spanish Plague, not the Black Plague. SKH Video Productions, what is that noise? Do I hear a car?
It's a Red vs. Blue thing. I love that season of Red vs. Blue.
Cartoon Kelly, weekly shout out for Perception, good TV show.
Mm-hmm.
7 Star from 7. Tech-based Sea Story once had a senior chief get written up for buying a diagnostic tool he needed for maintenance off eBay because the Navy couldn't get us one and we needed it to do our jobs. Were you the one, 7 Star from 7, who linked me that clip from Operation Petticoat when I referenced it? Because I still freaking love that clip. Those who don't know,
the toilet paper roll.
yes, that is an awesome moment in that movie. Right there alongside, the only primers we have are red and gray. We'll mix them together, then we'll have enough primer. And you prime a whole submarine so it's pink. Jacob,
not pink,
Jacob
it's slightest red.
Wouldn't be probably dark. Well, depending on the shade of gray, it probably would be it could be a darker red.
Well, if I remember right, they weren't painting the boat, they were priming it for paint. But again, they had to escape quickly, so they just had to slap the pink paint, the pink primer on and run.
I'd like to point out how weird it is. 9 Inch Nails video again here. Just like to point out how weird it is that they just happen to have Doom Bejeweled inside of this research laboratory. I mean, I know they get bored, but like these are creatures that you are fighting in this plane of existence.
Oh, you remember that moment from Stargate Atlantis? You remember this moment from Stargate Atlantis where Colonel, what's the guy's name? No, the bald one. Caldwell. When Caldwell walks into Weir's office and is like, "You burning the midnight oil?" And Weir, "No, not really." And turns around the computer. She's playing solitaire.
Yeah.
Jacob Lerma. To be fair, who wasn't milking 2012 back in the day? Oof, truth.
I mean, it still shouldn't be taught in schools. I mean, as something you shouldn't do, maybe, but...
NanoCon, James, AVGN/Board James will reveal to be split personalities. If this crossover happens, would you make it a multi-episode story with one foreshadowing or one-off?
It'd be a one-off. Most crossovers like that tend to be one-offs.
Afrostorian, what are your thoughts on the concept of educational horror, like games based on surviving mass extinctions and seeing how bad the world got?
That would actually those are a perfectly good concept, and I think they can work. Mind you, they tend to also be very depressing, or they operate under a false presumption. The thing about a lot of these kind of end of the world scenario type of dealies is that they tend to presume that humanity is just going to be like Mad Max style, survive for yourself, rather than what tends to happen in these kind of situations, people banding together and working together as a community to like overcome hardship. I mean, even with the pandemic and the protests and stuff like that, when people like needed food and supplies and stuff like that, they tended to work together and like donate in mass numbers to organizations that help, or to give me a second here. We gotta fire rockets. They tended and donate like food and stuff to people who would need it. That's the thing.
Less Mad Max.
Yeah, it's less Mad Max and more like, people joining together as communities to help each other, because we recognize we need each other to survive. It's probably more like Beyond Thunderdome, where there's a community. We probably would have like a dictatorial person in charge, but it would be probably in better shape than these kind of movies would predict.
Okay, sorry, I have to say it. For Lord's sake, can we just get Beyond Thunderdome?
There you go. I'm sure you were waiting as soon as I started talking about it.
Yeah, no, not really.
By the way, I love that the demons to have friendly fire disabled, so they will hurt each other.
So, SKH Video Productions. By the way, we all hope you and Ganon Goomba, I believe that is, can do a crossover.
Who? What did it say? Me and
Was
who?
it?
It's Gaijin Goomba.
Gaijin Goomba, yeah. See, I think I forgot to mention this before, we had to switch over streams and stuff like that. Yeah, I've actually met Gaijin Goomba before. Unfortunately, I hadn't really watched much of his content. So of course, people started directing me in his way, and like I didn't really think of doing like a crossover or anything like that. And I listed off the reasons why to him why I hadn't really considered doing a cameo, primarily because, as we can see with today's episode. This week's episode, sometimes it just takes too damn long to get stuff done because I got other stuff going on in my life. And on that note, I see we have a Vega.
Yes. Okay.
Let's see if this becomes choppy.
We have to interrupt everything because it is advertisement time.
It is advertisement time. What are we advertising?
Well, I have this script from our new sponsor. I think you need to read this, but you need to read this in one of your, or several of your flavorful voices that you use.
Very well.
Also, here you go.
Did I read this part too?
Yes! It is part of the YouTuber ad sponsor way.
Clever YouTuber segue! We all know that dad ass is the most important meal of the day. But what are you to do when you find yourself in a rush and you can't imagine what to create out of the random items sitting in your closet? Get detailed recipe instructions to create our new product at our new store, Build-A-Bitch Boudoir. I use it in the car, the kitchen, and the Krispy Kreme donuttery and adult home. Use code Linkara at www.wtf.didijustwriteforthechallenge.com. Hashtag Build-A-Bitch.
Build a bitch?
Build a betch. That's written B-E-T-C-H.
Yeah, it's a Minnesotan business.
Build a batch. A batch.
See, we're training you to become a real YouTuber.
Soon.
You gotta sell out. It's the YouTube way.
Anyway, let's talk about Squarespace, guys.
So let's talk about Skillshare, Squarespace,
NordVPN.
NordVPN. Oh,
Raid Shadow
Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. There you go.
Manscaped.
Also G Fuel. G Fuel.
Oh, don't forget Dollar Shave Club.
Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah.
God, I could use Dollar Shave Club right now.
Yes, a good thing at Code Linkara, you can get
One
all
wipe
the
Charlie's
dollar
butt
shaves
wipes.
you want.
If you go to Dollar Shave Club right now and you use code Linkara, it will not work.
If you go to code Zenith Warrior Princess, you're probably on the wrong site.
Show off the kitty for the camera, because she wants attention, apparently.
Yes.
We got a Chieri here who wants attention.
Here, come to
Dr.
Daddy.
Squatch. Oh, no thanks.
Ah, she doesn't want daddy.
She doesn't want attention like that.
She doesn't want daddy. She's just meowing because mom.
Audible, that's another one.
Audible.
Audible.
Here's what I will do. I will
Squarespace.
pitch my own swag as per the recommendation of SKHS Video Production. Remember,
Yes.
kids, we have t-shirts on Teespring and on Shark Robot, and of course the DVDs.
What are the websites for those?
You can find. I mean, the website URL is impossible for me to write out for Kunaki, but teespring.com/at4w, or just click on one of the many links in the below the thing at sharkrobot.com/at4w.
What else do you sell, Lewis?
That's pretty much it.
You're forgetting about David.
I just listed off the DVDs. I said I can't say the Kunaki link because they're not
but
really.
they exist.
But they exist.
Show that they exist.
They exist.
Yes.
And of course, don't
yeah,
forget
you
to
can-
just go to.
Remember,
Don't forget to go to
You get a free trading
AtopTheFourthWall.com.
card.
No, that you do not. Trading card not guaranteed.
Oh, and
remember,
Sean-
poor literacy
Sean-
is
Fourth
cool.
Wall, SharkRobot.com for an I Am a Man shirt. I bought a whole bunch for women's sizes on the recommendation of others saying, hey, women will want to, women always want to have women's size shirts. I never sold a single one of the women's size shirts. Not that women didn't buy them. It's that none of the women ever wanted the women's size shirts.
If you don't, this cat will not get treats. Do you want this cat to get treats?
Aw.
Feed Fatar Fire.
Yeah. This is Chieri.
That's it. Underwolf, can someone tell Linkara the finger episode of Creepshow you were talking about is a story segment from John Carpenter's Tales for Halloween Night Volume 2. I can't buy a super chat.
Hello,
That's
Chieri.
fine. Thank you. I knew I had seen it somewhere before. Thank you.
Yay. That's it. I just came to bother you and make you read something stupid I just wrote.
All right.
We thank you, Vika.
Build a
Afrostorian, before you get the cats you have now, was there any specific breed you desired when you were younger? People used to want exotic types like savannas. And also, thank you, sweetie,
Oh, for what?
for doing a challenge.
Oh, yay.
No, there was no any specific breeds or anything like that. Just wanted a cat.
All right, back to other super chats. 7 Seraphim 7. When we're coming up with a code word, could we not use a word you say every 5 seconds?
Ah. Red versus blue.
1R HPS fan, Ilnage. We're in Cars Land, aren't we? And he's about to be run over. Speaks too soon. That man is playing.
That man's playing Galaga.
Playing Galaga. We thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. ZachFet92. Have you heard the good word of Lord Master Foamy?
I am aware of Foamy. It's been forever since I watched any Foamy.
Foamy's kind of hit or miss. I like his older stuff, but at the same time, some of the new stuff is a little bit problematic.
Holy smokes! Okay,
Not
guys,
surprising.
can we lay off super chats for a bit, because I mean I'm practically scrolled up to the top of the screen.
Yeah, we're trying to get caught up, and we got to watch this guy get sacrificed here. Right in the stomach.
25. I swear this facility and the doctor behind this makes it seem like Dr. House is really behind us. I mean, think about it. The lack of compassion for humanity and the need to always be right.
On the plus side, that steak doesn't seem to be doing anything to this guy.
Well, yeah, they're not vampires.
DeGilvitz, that's enough backstory. Time for exposition. Underrated AT4W line.
Thank you.
ZachFet92, we need to live together, otherwise we're gonna die alone. Lost. Lacuus, less Mad Max, more Civilization type apocalypse games.
There you go.
Mike Manhattan, after reading Nameless, how has Grant Morrison not been committed for the past 30 years? What's the most WTF thing you've ever read from Morrison?
During his Doom Patrol run, he invented that supervillain who has who like, I try to remember his exact name, but he has a drill attached to his groin.
Yeah?
Like, he was called the Penetrator or something.
Okay.
I can't remember his character's name. The chat will know.
And will be spammed, no doubt. Jacob Lerma, if zombies turn out to be real, they are real, and aliens come to Earth, 2020 will be the year. No, it won't. The aliens are like, not this year. Not this year.
You know what, guys? Let's give them a break.
You know what, guys? Humanity's kind of stupid.
We're scheduled for first contact with humanity in 2020. Oh, hell no. Speaks too soon. What comic would you want to review with Erod?
I had to think about that. Probably like an adaptation of some big blockbuster film. There's still plenty out there that we haven't covered yet. That would probably be good for the doing the Ang Lee Hulk movie adaptation from that.
SKH Video Productions, Linkara, you should put your own swag in DVDs. I think we already did that. Afrostorian, okay, we already did that one. 7 Seraphim 7 donates for kitty treats. And Sir Straw Hat, why does she do these things to you, Lewis? Does she enjoy tormenting you? Is it some sick pastime?
Yes. It's fun too.
Fun.
Also because I love her, and she knows that whenever she does these, you people like love it.
Yeah,
Guess what?
donations
We're caught up.
Go up. We are caught up.
They're
also,
asking why you like to torture me so much.
because we can.
It's because you love me, and you know that the people love it.
You're just saying that you're ready for activation.
Yes.
Yes.
You know the truth between
Hi,
us.
Viga.
On this day,
Hi, Vigo.
You know that everything we've built together is a lie.
our salvation lies
We
with
built
them.
the city on rock and roll.
You know what you really are, what I really am.
Sweetie, are you possessed by the Venom symbiote right now?
No, I'm a robot. I'm not even a person.
Are you a robot in disguise?
No, just a regular type.
Damn.
I was created just to torture you.
Love you.
Everything is just evil. And soon
Creative
you'll
Chef
be
45.
destroyed.
2 Vega in 1 stream? Yay! Love you, sweetie.
Waiting on your super chat. Creative Chef 25.
Mecha Viga, there you go.
Now if we can get some baby metal playing in the background of this game, so give me chocolate. Unfortunately, that's copyrighted now. We can't do that on Twitch either. They're shutting down Twitch streams for a lot of copyright complaints, so I wouldn't even want to do it here.
Yeah. Best to play it safe. We've already got enough problems with choppiness. By the way, how is choppiness going right now?
Right now,
It's been a
actually
lot better
pretty smooth.
lately.
Yeah.
Adverse Historian, your thoughts on IDW changing Megatron's backstory from cliche evil to a naive poet turned protester turned revolutionary turned dictator?
I have not read it myself, so I would not know. But it sounds like a perfectly good thing to give him, like, you know, give a character some more depth.
Patrick Caulfield looked it up, and Captain Codpiece is the guy's name.
Captain
Why was this allowed
Codpiece.
to be
Codpiece,
printed?
that was his name.
Why was this allowed print? Oh boy, because we're all 5. Fair reminder that the Dick Bandits is a real thing. Also, big dicks.
Big Dick's our greatest enemy.
We must stop big dicks. He must
Nanukon-
Criminal mastermind.
Nanukon asking, I've always wondered who it was in the Lord Vice costumes when you did the original fight. That was,
That was Will.
yeah, that was Will.
Yep,
Demonic presence at unsafe levels.
Big Dick Johnson.
Serenity M16, would you be interested in doing a spooky tabletop RPG one-shot with Paranormal Encyclopedia for Halloween?
Probably not. We're probably gonna be very busy this Halloween, just trying to still like get stuff ready for the storyline and for and a bunch of other stuff going on. But thank you for the offer. Anyway, I've got quad damage.
Quad damage. And it wasn't Big Dick Johnson, it was Dickface Johnson. Jacob Lerma, I feel there should be more comic adaptation of books because I think it has potential to keep most of the book story than a movie one. Comic books can be limited, though. That's the thing. Like, you're still adapting. It really depends on the story. I've seen some really good movie adaptation comics, and I've seen ones that are very bad.
Haste!
Yes, folks, we're aware of the choppiness.
How choppy is it right
We're
now?
doing the chop slide.
Bad. It's bad.
I'm so sorry,
chop,
people.
slide.
There's nothing we can do. We've already turned down all the graphic settings. We're not
It's
sharing
the
it.
quad laser.
Last thing I can try doing is disabling the webcam again.
I wouldn't. I don't think.
I'm doing it just to see. Webcam is disabled. You're not looking at it. That improve at all?
Gotta wait for it to catch
Not
up.
yet.
Symbiotic toxin. Okay, but picture this: red versus blue in Letterkenny mashup.
A lot of standing around just talking. But man, the insults that would be thrown around. I love it.
And it's still a little bit choppy.
Yeah, it's still a bit choppy. Noel, unfortunately, it's not. It can't be a Wi-Fi issue. I mean, because our calls
Because when I was sharing it to them, and they were seeing it just fine.
Yeah.
And this has never been a regular issue. This is entirely YouTube, whatever YouTube has done. And we're going to have to we'll probably end up playing around with this later on. Later this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we basically got a week-long project here, so yay!
Right in the middle of all the other projects I'm trying to work on this week, including the new house.
There's a lot going on. Too much. We got the episode. Each of us have an episode. GSR has 15 projects. I have audio I need to record. It's a whole thing.
Not to mention, both me and Zen have work.
I work, not 40 hours. It's like 50 plus.
7 there from 7. Hey, you ever wonder why we're here?
No, I
that's
never
a
wondered
good
that.
question. I love that. I love how he's just like, it's just no here in this base.
Presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Boing. God, you know what? I don't care if it's choppy or not. It's just so damn fun to kill so many things at once.
Creative Shit 25. Sorry to say this. Name of the stream: Be doomed with the chainsaw of choppiness.
Yeah, I think I killed multiple things with the chainsaw by accident. I was just trying to get some more ammo and health, and then I think I used it multiple times.
It's Tavia. It's not a PC issue because it works fine when we showed it to each other.
Yep, shared screen is working just fine. It is entirely on YouTube. YouTube is the only site. Mind you, it might be an OBS issue too with the when you know, because we had to update OBS for it to work at all.
Yeah, it wasn't allowing us to stream.
Yeah, we had to update OBS in order for YouTube to finally recognize what the hell we were doing. It's possible once I update, because even then I'm still not even using the most updated version of OBS. I'm still like 7 minor updates behind, so maybe they fixed that. But criminy, it's so frustrating.
Jacob Lerma says, I mean more like graphic novel than comic.
That doesn't need to be adapted because it's already readable.
SKH Video Productions, you like projects? I have a project for a project.
Yeah,
right now,
let me...
right now I think we're on Project Overload.
Like, for me, the Zentrek episode was supposed to be out, like, more than a week ago, but we decided last minute, hey, let's do this thing with a commercial, and then let's do this, and let's do that, and it's gonna look better. It's just too much.
Oh boy, I think we're about to reach the natural end point of the stream, because I'm pretty sure this is a boss fight we're about to have.
Ryan Mears, so unless anybody has more mythical creatures to suggest as a name for the new vehicle, we're gonna stick with Warthog. How about it, Griff?
But Puma's a real animal.
ZachFet92, Linkara, you've pondered the cosmos on occasion. What are your thoughts on life, the universe, and everything? And don't be a smartass and say 42.
What's the meaning of life beyond 42?
52.
To kill cyber demons, that's what I'm gonna say. Because there's nothing more fun, is I'm gonna rip off that thing's horn and I am going to frickin' shove it down its own throat.
Creative Chef in Agent Smith voice. Hello, Mr. Linkara, Mr. Lovehog. This is YouTube, and we want you to pay $30 a month for updated streaming capability. Enjoy. That was probably a little more dramatic than Agent Smith.
We'll move to Twitch if that's the case, because that's no.
We're not ready for moving to Switch, unfortunately, because we can't have super chats.
Gilvit's stream title: Have Chainsaw Will Chop. Sorry for the super chats. That's okay, just so long as you pay attention to the rules, please.
Yes.
It's actually going surprisingly easier than I was expecting.
Gosh.
Yoink!
You don't know what it has in store?
Let's gonna have it start to rip out its core! Oh boy.
MRDZ MRDZ Entertainment, we all know the meaning of everything beyond 42 is 43.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez.
Poof.
Running,
running. No! We're back in hell.
Oh jeez, oh jeez. Please say I load up from second stage.
Region.
I don't want to have to start from the. Okay, good.
Phase 2, fool.
Huh. Pants to be darkened.
Serpentine!
We have long since passed the pants to be darkened phase.
Pants to be dark-sided.
One RHPS fan, you gotta learn to dance before you learn to crawl.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge these missiles. You can dodge traffic. You might be able to dodge these missiles.
Dodge a wrench, dodge a ball.
You gotta dodge traffic, you can dodge a ball.
Jacob Lerma, I wish people stop using YouTube as a source for movie leaks. That'd be nice.
I don't know, YouTube's a news source technically now.
So Straw Hat, if I can get a bit philosophical for a bit, is it okay for somebody to find something funny and / or enjoyable that someone else finds problematic and / or offensive?
It's possible, but you should also keep in mind the other party. Keep your audience in mind.
Nanucon, what new vehicle are you talking about?
It's red versus blue reference. Where is my?
That's
Where
to be
is my?
dodged.
Hello, I am I forgot that's the model name. You may call me Phyllis. Alright, Philip! Wait, why not Sheila? Name
Damn it.
overridden. Now you may call me Sheila.
Damn, right at the end. Right at the frickin' end. That's annoying.
How does dodging a missile help me in dodging a ball? Because missiles are faster, so if you could outrun missiles, then a ball will be like it's standing still.
Right at the very end, when its health was like at 0.
Oh, come on! Yeah, sorry, we're delayed, so I just, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, why am I not able to get the BFG out?
Yeah, why aren't you able to use the BFG? Figure that's what it's for.
Yeah. Because I got the BFG ammo over here.
Well, you see, we restricted it for this particular fight. Nanocon, we're probably not going to answer that. Just know that we're not having that person on the show again.
Say BFG has its own dedicated button. Check your controls.
I will check my controls.
Thank you, Sir Straw Hat. Yeah, I totally forgot what the model of the
Let's see,
tank
next
was.
weapon, fire weapon, weapon mod,
Sheila.
M8V.
ghost cannon,
M8.
chain gun.
Her
BFG
name is
is
Sheila,
T.
and she is a good lady. Thank you, tank lady.
777. Wait, who's
Ah,
Sheila?
God.
She's the girl in the tank, and she was my friend. Dude, I knew you could pick up chicks in a tank.
I know, I'm telling you.
Honestly, in season 1, I would say Caboose and who's the other one? Not Church. I forget the other blue guy.
Tucker.
Riff?
Tucker. Yeah. I would say Caboose and Tucker are tied for who's dumber.
Tucker actually does go through a lot of character development later on.
Tucker, I just want you to know I've always hated you. All right, go ahead, just die now.
My name is O'Malley. Side.
Go
The
ahead.
guy who voices Poyo, the same guy who draws the title cards. Yes,
Yep.
that is Dr. Crafty.
Jacob Lerma. Also, I'd add Starwit question. I think we should think what is person intent of making the joke or contact. Huh.
Well, the thing is, if you're making a joke, people can't always tell your intent. So, if your joke is offensive, you really need to play to your audience and read the room.
Yes to Gilvids. Retype your super chat, please.
Sorry, it's been tough tonight.
1 second.
Guys, stop asking about Iron Liz, please.
Yeah, start asking about the fact that I am awesome!
Did you kill it?
I killed it.
Oh, good. Like I said, we're on a delay, so.
Yeah, it's all good. Woo! So, I'm still awesome. As always. Back in hell.
Wish.
In hell, on
Oh,
earth,
that-
it does not
yeah.
matter. I am the greatest.
That's a good kill.
Yes.
With that, I think we're going to call it a night.
It's been a long
you're-
night.
Myriad Media Musings. Yes, I have seen episode 2. I enjoyed it about as much as I enjoyed episode 1.
Which was none.
No, actually, I enjoyed episode 1. I
Oh,
thought it was kind of. It's harmless fun.
But Linkara, we can't see you in your excitement. Sorry about that. I killed it.
I,
I killed it to death.
yeah, I haven't seen Lower Decks. I've heard mixed things. I didn't like the trailer.
Ask Angel's Video Production. He dead? Great. I feel like a rainbow.
Boom.
By the way, how was the choppiness while fighting the cyber demon?
It was mixed. Not bad, but not great.
DeGilvid says, just describe Blue Beetle's quest to stop big dicks to my mom. Her response, well, I guess he didn't have a lot of women to help him on that one then.
Nice. How many super chats we got to go through?
I think that's it.
We're caught up.
All right, so yep. Sorry again that tonight has been such a problem trying to get this stream going.
Yeah.
We will try to do better this week. We'll try to spend some time just trying to fix it up and try to get things working properly. Sadman Syed, there should have been movies based on Star Trek Voyager or later series. Yes or no? Yes and no, because the problem is that they weren't as popular as TOS and Next Gen, so they might have been very confusing for a lot of audiences expecting to see the much more popular crews. Jacob Lerma, has anyone seen The Owl House? I have not.
I haven't yet, but my the other people who I work with on my show have, and we're planning something out, but I can't say more at this time.
Yeah, maybe as for the Voyager and DS9 question, maybe like direct-to-video movies like Stargate did.
If that was a thing back then. I don't know. Direct-to-video was sort of like cursed language back then.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us and putting up with the crappy time we've had with this. We will try to fix this up so that this won't happen again. It's anytime YouTube changes something major like this, it's a learning process.
And unfortunately, we don't know everything.
So thank you all so much for joining us. I will try to get out our review of it's going to be several issues of the 90s Green Goblin series with Phil Urich. We will try to get that out as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. And I will continue killing demons, and we still got to work on the house. So look forward to that at the beginning of September when you get to finally see that in videos, even though most of what you'll see is like, the shelves.
And meanwhile, Zentrek, knock on wood, will be out midday Monday. We're just finishing tweaks on it, and I have to look it over. And yeah.
Thank you, Game Show Reviewer, and thank you, Zen, for joining me as well.
Thank you for having us.
And you guys have yourselves a great rest of the night. Thank you all for watching.
Good
Watch
night,
out
everybody.
for snakes and cyber demons.